Hey YouTube, this is Cody, DCPS 2014. So I just watched this video which was really interesting that I'll link in the description below. And it was titled 10 Things That Show That a Guy Likes You. And I thought that was really good. But I thought, I have my own 10 things that I think are a little bit different than what they said. So there's a little bit of a contrast, which there should be. The fact that I'm making a video and not just sending you to their video, of course. So number one on my list, and this is kind of goes into they're kind of all interconnected. There's not one that's more than the other, but I think these are really keys. Number one, eye contact. If a guy has eye contact with you and not anywhere else contact, he really likes you. A guy that specifically looks at your eyes and they really never ever drop, he's really likes you, because he's looking, and the eyes are a window to the soul, and when he's looking at these eyes, he really likes you. And when he remembers the color of your eyes, that's a good one too. But that's not one that was on my list. That was one I just added now. Two, when he hangs on, not literally like ooh, but like when he hangs on to every word. So when you're talking and he's just like listening, and you can see like the intent that he's listening, and you're just jabbering away, and it looks like he's lost in space, but in fact he's just looking at you, normally at your eyes, and just hanging on to every single word that you say. He really likes you. Number three, he always smiles at you. Now, you normally start to smile back at him too, because for some reason, whenever you see him, he's smiling at you. So all of a sudden, you just get happy, and so you start smiling. But in reality, you're just mirroring the fact that he's always smiling at you. He really likes you. Number four, when you walk in and he's talking to someone, and he's having a really intense conversation, but then he notices that you're in the room, somehow that intense conversation just disappears, or wasn't that important, or just isn't a big conversation anymore. So he somehow ends that conversation, or it just seems to really conversation always ends, even though it seemed like a big deal, but it really didn't seem like that big deal, because it ends like 20 seconds later. But somehow he always has a conversation with you. He must really like you. Number five, when he goes out of his way to do something for you, and you say, oh, that's so sweet, thank you so much, and he's like, oh, no, it wasn't a big deal, it wasn't that much of a problem. In reality, the guy's probably spent hours laboring, thinking, stressing, like, oh my gosh, is this guy, she's gonna like this, what's gonna happen, like, do you think she think I'm gonna be weird if it's too personal, blah, blah, blah. It was a difficult task, and it took a long time. But when he presents it to you, it's no big deal. He really likes you. Number six, he always has like this goofy grin and giggles around you. Yeah. He likes you, especially if it's always around you. Number seven, he remembers the little things. So any little thing that you tell him, it could be your birthday, your favorite color, a story from the first time you met when you were getting to know, he remembers if he really likes you. Number eight, and this is one that you might have to talk to your friends about, because they definitely know this one. And his friends too, they know this one. But you have no idea, because it would be creepy if he did it in front of you. He always talks about you. So ask your friends if any certain guy that you think likes you talks about you. If they say, yeah, oh my gosh, he can't shut up. Or you go to that guy's friends and you ask them, oh yeah, he can't shut up about you. He likes you a lot. And depending on the gauge. If they're like, if you say like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this guy talk about me? And they say like a 8 or a 9, yeah, he likes you. If they ever say a 12, he really likes you. Number 9. Depending on the guy, he's really sweet around you. Now, when I say depending on the guy, he could be a really sweet guy and be sweet to everyone else, but it just seems like he does a little bit extra for you, or vice versa. He could be really mean to almost every girl, and you're like, he's not really that good. But somehow he's sweet around you, so you think, oh, this is fake. But if he's mean to everyone else and he's sweet around you, he really likes you. Number 10. when you're with other girls and you're like in a little circle, a little clique, or you're at a table and you're always seeming to be around those girls, but somehow he finds a way to always be standing close to you, and you just think it's a coincidence because you're around multiple girls and you're like, oh, whatever, and there always seems to be another girl on the side or near him, but somehow he always finds a way to be near you the most. He really likes you. So these have been the 10 signs that a guy really likes a girl. And I'm going to make a video because I have a lot of girlfriends. Not girlfriends, like girlfriends. I have one girl that I really like, hence I'm making this video, and most of them are my reactions when I'm around this person. But girls that are friends to qualify for all of you guys. And girls, whatever. I totally lost my train of thought because I'm thinking about that person. Whatever. 10 things that a guy really likes a girl. And I will see you guys in my next video, and I will make the vice versa one. That's what I was talking about. 10 things a girl really likes a guy. And peace. I'll see you guys in my next video. I shouldn't have said peace, but whatever. I'll stop rambling. I'll see you in my next video. Come on.